the devastating consequences that addiction mercilessly inflicts upon the body, mind, and soul of its victims. Fentanyl, the looming crisis within the opioid epidemic, wreaks havoc on all who dare to indulge in its deadly embrace. I share this video with a single purpose in mind: to spare you from the agonizing fate I have endured. Do not let the clutches of drugs ensnare you. Say no to the temptation that beckons, for within that resilience lies your strength. Let this video be a testament to the pain endured by addicts and the heartbreak experienced by those who love them. May it serve as an impassioned plea to the youth, imploring them to glean wisdom from this somber tale. Together, let us forge a path of enlightenment and deterrence. Furthermore, let us delve into the heart-wrenching perspective of a mother who witnesses her beloved child succumbing to the treacherous streets of Kensington Avenue. Imagine, for a moment, the anguish that grips her soul as she gazes upon her son or daughter trapped in the clutches of addiction. Her heart, once brimming with hopes and dreams for her child, now aches with an indescribable pain. The joyous memories of their innocent laughter and the dreams of a bright future are overshadowed by the haunting reality unfolding before her eyes. Every fiber of her being longs to rescue her child from the grips of this merciless beast, yet she finds herself powerless against the strength of their addiction. In her eyes, she sees a reflection of her own failures and shortcomings, plagued by guilt and self-blame. She questions where she went wrong, wondering if there was something she could have done differently to shield her child from this torment. Every tear shed is a testament to the unconditional love that refuses to waver even in the face of despair. The weight of worry and sleepless nights weighs heavily upon her weary shoulders. She walks a tightrope between hope and despair, praying for a miracle that will release her child from the clutches of addiction. Her heartbreak is immeasurable, for no mother should bear witness to the sight of her child reduced to a mere shell of their former self. Let this be a stark reminder to the youth, for the pain endured by a mother witnessing her child's descent into addiction is a pain that reverberates through generations. Spare her from the agony of such a sight. Choose a different path, one that steers clear of the perilous allure of drugs. Embrace the love and support that surround you, for in that embrace lies the promise of a brighter future. A future that honors the dreams and desires your mother holds dear for you.
Fear gripped me as I found myself in an unfamiliar place, cold and alone on the concrete streets. People hurried by, oblivious to my presence. This was my new reality, the one no one warned me about when I first chased that initial high. I had thought it was heroin, the drug everyone seemed to be on. Little did I know that the streets had changed after 2010. Fentanyl had infiltrated every corner of the drug scene, taking over as the main substance of choice. Fentanyl wasn't something I had ever intended to use. I was a hard-working individual, waking up each day to go to work. But one fateful decision changed everything. As the fentanyl coursed through my veins, a heat unlike anything I had ever experienced consumed my body and soul. In that moment, I felt an intense love for my wife, as if time would never cease. Day turned into night, and I found myself in a world where I had control. With every touch, I could feel the air around me, perceiving the world through the lens of fentanyl's throne. If only I hadn't made that choice to use fentanyl, I wouldn't be here now, sleeping on the streets. Kensington Avenue, a place where the unwanted souls gather, has become a living hell, where each person is sentenced to their addiction, one by one. I still had 10 more bags of fentanyl with me as the night rushed forward, not waiting for me. I was now compelled to chase after that high every 4 hours to avoid the agony of withdrawal, a truth that no one tells you. After 3 days of using fentanyl, your body becomes dependent on it. I tried countless times to break free from fentanyl's grip, but the rising pain within me always drove me back to seek another high. The stories I heard on the streets confirmed the challenge of escaping the clutches of this drug.